everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry for Jonathan Stewart, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart, and some room to work. A good pickup there, 22.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Now Stewart on first down, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
2nd down following the run.
Watch left. Tight end to the left.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
This is Stewart again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And Newton's going to keep it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Again, it's Stewart on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 20, 10, cut back to the left. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
So the Carolina Panthers offense trotting out there, and every time you look at their offense moving onto the field, you can't help but notice those big 6'4" and 6'5" wide receivers in Funchess and Benjamin.
Monster guys, and don't forget they both weigh 230 to 240, so trying to go through them to get the ball, very difficult to do. But their timing in the preseason, their increased play is evident. It's going to make Cam Newton a better quarterback. And when you've got receivers that size, it's not an accident. Their general manager, he told me, I like big players.
Sean Weatherspoon with a tackle. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose #1 task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Eight yards to go here on second down. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Here's Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess, and that'll make it 3rd down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on third down, Newton. And Gibbs got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
I got 19. I got 19. One set.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. To the air again, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, here's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing is Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 50 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 83 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Okay, Charles, while we got a second here, we're creeping up on the end of August. That means fantasy drafts are coming up. I've got my family draft this weekend. I know my father, Bob, could use some help. Who do you like? Who are you taking?
Well, what's interesting to me is how Ezekiel Elliott from Dallas has gotten so much attention leading up to this. But with the preseason where he hasn't played much, I want to see if his value goes down a little bit. But I will tell you this, my sleeper at wide receiver, Michael Thomas, rookie with the New Orleans Saints.
Think he's got big upside this year?
I think he's got big upside. Drew Brees is throwing the ball. Sean Payton's calling the plays. I'd take a good, strong look at him.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second down, 8. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Here's Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on first down. Backing up, going up top. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. From his goal line here, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to air one out. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Calvin Benjamin, 76 yards. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now Ryan on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Play action. It's Ryan. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards. All told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side. Tammy. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fresh set of downs here. And the slot man goes in motion left. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Jones now in motion left. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And switching gears here a little bit, you know, the players always talk to us about their Madden ratings, and it's Madden release week.
Yeah, they're never real happy about it.
They never are they?
No, they're really not. They always think they're better or want to be better, and they want to see it increase and improve as the season goes along. But just last week, I was at an NFL training camp. I heard a couple of guys talking about playing Madden, and one guy said, yeah, you just wait till next week when the new game comes out. I'm going to get you. Well, next week is here. Those guys are probably getting ready to go at it real soon. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because 3 different routes, and that was it.
Came up